is the brand new Shark FlexFusion. It's a 5-in-1 styling tool. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, all of the styling attachments, and show you is it really worth it. So let's get into it. Hi and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new here, welcome. My name is Chloe Swift. I'm a professional hairstylist and hair care expert. As I said, today this video is all about the brand new Shark FlexFusion. I am going to be completely honest with you. This isn't my first time using the tool. I have used it once already. I know, actually I've used it twice already since Shark sent me it. So I had actually got a few comments on my YouTube and a few of my other social platforms asking, can I please review the brand new Shark FlexFusion? And I didn't actually know that Shark had brought out a new tool. It's only because of the comments that I'd seen it kind of brought it to my attention. And then the weirdest thing is, I think I was obviously manifesting it and I was like, yeah, I'd love to try that product. I'd love to get my hands on it and use it. And then honestly, a couple of days later, after reading one of these comments, Shark landed in my inbox, said, yeah, they'd love to send me the tool. So I have luckily been sent this tool by Shark. This is a gifted product, but what I'm about to say and show you and tell you, as with all of my tutorials and all of my videos, is completely honest, unbiased. It's my own opinion. I can be completely honest with you now, tell you I have used it twice already, and I am so impressed with this tool. Just wanted to give you a longer YouTube video all about breaking down the tool, showing you all of the attachments, how they work, how you use it. Let's get into it. So first things first, it comes in this bag, which actually my first impressions were, it isn't as expensive looking as like the lovely box that Dyson comes in. The GHD Duet Blow Dry comes in like a faux leather case. This isn't as like expensive looking, but actually this is way more practical. So it's just a squishy case, but all of the heads fit in here, and it's not a huge case. It's kind of just like a nice little, almost it looks like a travel bag. So all of the heads fit in here, the tool itself fits in here, and practically for me, because you can just kind of squish it down, this actually works out so much better for me and more practicality wise, just storing it. So yeah, first impressions, it wasn't as premium, but actually I do think it's better than this big large box. Like this could easily pack into a suitcase as well. So inside your bag you have two different compartments. I've obviously opened it all up already, and I can't remember if this is the order that it was stored in, but this is the order I've put it in. So this is your Shark FlexFusion. This is the battery pack. Not the most aesthetic with these stickers on and everything, but ignore that. You've got this big bulky battery pack, because then it makes this end super lightweight, and yeah, I'd say this weighs about as much as the Dyson Airwrap. The one thing I will say, the wire isn't that long, I don't think, compared to like some other tools I've got, but yeah, it isn't ridiculously long. Then I've popped in the straightening attachment. This is what I think I'm just so excited about with this tool, because out of all the other tools that I've got that kind of say they do 3-in-1 or 4-in-1, this claims it does the most styles out of all the others, but I can definitely see why, because this actually comes with this whole straightening attachment, and the tool basically turns into a straightener, which I just find so cool, because none of my other tools are that versatile. So yeah, I keep that part in this front part, and then the bag also comes with like these little pockets as well, so like I can easily pop that little straightening attachment in there. And then in my other zip compartment, I've got all of the other heads here. So we have got a diffuser dryer, which I just think is amazing. I've actually not used this attachment yet, so let's try that today as well. And a really nice small diffuser. Like I hate all my other diffusers that I seem to have, are just massive, and again it's just really hard to store them. So nice little small diffuser if you have curly or wavy hair. Then we have got the hot brush attachment. So this is the round hot brush head, and as you can see, it is really quite different to the other hot brushes that I have, or other hot brushes on the market. This is just kind of like your rounded side, but then you have this part here where this is kind of extra heat comes out of this part, not just the airflow. So airflow comes out of here where you can obviously see all these little gaps. Then this part is where your hair almost, it'll run through these extra kind of teeth, and they're heated as well. So that's really interesting. Then we've got the nozzle, so you can use the Shark FlexFusion. If you just swipe it like that, you can actually use it as just a normal hairdryer, which I think is just so cool. And just look how small and slim that is as a hairdryer. Then we have the two curling ones. So these are the same width, but as you can see, they actually have on them an L and an R, meaning left and right, so you actually know which direction the curls are going in, which I just think think is so great and so useful and so handy for so many of you. I have already tried these. I know you guys are going to love them, so I can't wait to show you the results that these curling ones give. So my hair is still damp. I did wash it earlier and I've literally done nothing to it. So you can see kind of just, yeah, how naturally wavy it is. It's gone very big, fluffy at the moment. I've got no products in it, but we're gonna do full product prep so I can show you what I like to put in my hair. So going in first of all with the Living Proof, this is the No Frizz Smooth Styling Spray. This contains your heat protection. Yeah, it's really great just to help smooth and defrizz and defluff your hair. So I go in with lots of sprays of this, spraying it in sections throughout. Next I'm going in with a blow dry cream. This is Hair Ritual by Sisley and this is Le Creme 230. So yeah, it protects from heat up to 230 degrees, which we are definitely not going that hot today. I love to always put a cream in because again, this just helps to smooth, add shine and help defrizz my hair. Next we're going in with an oil. We never skip the hair oiling step. So this is the Unite You oil. This is an argan oil and I do really like this oil because it's more of a thicker, slightly thicker oil and my hair is feeling a little bit more dry lately. So yeah, I'm just going in with this one. Whenever it's feeling a bit more dry than usual, I'll tend to go in with my thicker oil. So yeah, this is great for like medium density hair that does frizz and fluff. Or if you've got coarser hair, this is a really good oil as well. And then to provide a hold factor into my style and into my hair, I'm going in with a mousse. So this is the Schwarzkopf Professional Osis Air Whip. And I love this mousse because literally, as it says on the tin, Air Whip, it's super lightweight. Probably like a tennis ball size, well, I don't know, in between a golf ball and a tennis ball is that I like to do. Transfer a little bit into the other hand and then you just want to rake that through the mid-lengths and ends. That's where we mostly need kind of the style to hold. And you can see just how much that has wet and dampened my hair all back down again, all of that product. So the first attachment we are going to try with our Shark FlexFusion is going to be the hairdryer nozzle attachment, because with all of these kind of wet to dry styling tools, you don't want to go in when the hair's too wet. So all of them will require an element of getting out some of this kind of excess wetness, and that is only because your hair will not change shape from its alpha form, which is its natural state, to its beta form until it is already about 80% dry. So you're only working with a little bit of a dampness level, basically, not soaking wet hair. And then I just want to show you how you attach all of these attachments, because it's all the same way you attach it. So there's these arrows, and you want to line up the arrows where you can see kind of the solid arrow doesn't line up, well, it lines up with that kind of open arrow. Then you just lock it into place and then the solid arrows do line up. Like, it's so easy. It's that everything's just really easy and straightforward, which I really like. So now turning on the tool. So you will see here, you have got different options to turn the tool on. So that's probably one of the biggest things I still have not mentioned yet. This tool, the Shark FlexFusion, not only does it do 5 things in one, you've got 5 different attachments, but it does wet to dry and dry styling. So the previous Shark, I think it was called the Shark Flex Style, that was only like a damp to dry styling product, whereas this does damp hair and dry hair, which I absolutely love, because that's the thing, when you're paying a lot for these tools and it's saying it's doing all of this, you want to make sure you can basically use it just any day of the week, no matter if you've washed your hair or if you're then using it on dry hair. So yeah, this does both, and these are your controls whether you are turning it up into your wet styling mode or your dry styling mode. This symbol here with your water droplet, that is your wet mode. So I'm going to slide it all the way up to wet mode. And then what I'm also going to show you is the scalp shield mode. So one of the features that I absolutely love about this new Shark FlexFusion, when you are using just this hairdryer mode, and especially when you just need to dry water and get water out of your roots, so you're pointing it at your scalp, it comes with a scalp shield mode. So then it knocks the whole tool into a lower temperature, and this protects your scalp. And it's so important to protect the scalp and not burn the scalp, not use temperatures which are too high on the scalp, because all of that new hair that's growing through is so vulnerable and fragile. You're basically just adding that extra layer of protection. None of my other tools have got that mode, and I think that's really cool when they're playing it more into scalp care. So yeah, let's knock it into wet styling mode, and then to knock it into scalp shield mode, we are going to hold this heat button down. We've now got a blue dot here on the heat setting, and this light is also pulsating blue as well. So yeah, when I'm using it near my scalp here. Like, it's just such a comfortable temperature on the scalp. Whereas definitely some hair dryers that I do have are way too hot on the scalp. So I've just taken out some of that excess water from the roots, but what I do really want to try, which I've not tried yet, is using the diffuser attachment, especially whilst my hair is still a bit wavy like this. I mean, I'd actually love to do a full diffuser dry right now, but I can't because I need to show you all of the attachments. So just hold this down just to release that. Again, you just want to move the arrows so then the solid arrow lines up with the open arrow, so easily pops off like that. So lock that into place. That's cool. So that expands the teeth out to longer, or you can retract the teeth into the shorter. Well, let's go in with the long teeth, shall we? Pop it back up into the drying mode and we'll do a little bit of diffusing. And now for the diffusing, I've taken it off the scalp shield mode, but you can still have the scalp shield mode on if you're like diffusing the roots, for example. And I've just got it on the second power and then the second heat level, so medium for both. And do you know what I love? You can literally see it's not blowing my hair all over the place, which is great. Against some of the hair dryers, the diffusers I use, it's too powerful and it's kind of just blowing the hair everywhere, which that's the last thing you want when you're diffusing your hair. I'm actually loving that diffuser. God, I wish I could actually continue on and just diffuse all my heads because my natural waves are actually looking quite nice today for a change. But yeah, we must plow on and I need to show you the other attachments. And yeah, sorry if I didn't make it clear, but the smooth nozzle attachment, obviously you could do a full smooth blow dry with this, and then the diffuser attachment you could do a whole curly wavy hair and diffuse with this. So already that's two completely different styles that you can create from this tool. Twist round my Shark, so again you just hold down this kind of latch button so it changes it from the hairdryer into then kind of a vertical mode. Going to go in with our straightening smoothing attachment. So straightening smoothing attachment is on. So you can see we have two plates. There's one plate here on the bottom, one plate here on the top. So these are like your straightening plates, and then your airflow comes out of there as well. So the airflow only comes out from one side. What I will say, the arrows did confuse me a little bit, and that is because I've recently just been using the L'Oreal Steam Pod, and there's arrows on that, which means that's the way you have to hold the styler because the airflow comes out that way. So I thought that was the same with this. So when I first used it, and I'll show you, but I held it that way, so then the arrows are pointing down, but yeah, the airflow was completely the opposite way. But maybe I just think the arrows mean you must be holding the tool this way up, depending if you're holding it that side, that side. This probably seems so confusing, but yeah, you just want the airflow pointing downwards, and I'll show you now. So I've just sectioned out that piece of my hair. We need to make sure the tool is in the wet mode, and I'm going to take the speed down to a medium speed. And then let's have the heat just on a medium heat as well for now. You can feel the airflow coming from there, but there's no airflow at all from the top. So arrows are pointing up because that's what way this ball needs to be pointing. I think that's what it means. And you can see there, I hope you can see, but the airflow's coming out and it's kind of blowing this hair downwards. And look, that's one pass. So then let me just hold it the opposite way around and show you what will happen if it is the opposite way, blowing it the wrong way. So I do just think the arrows mean you need to be holding this tool that way up. I have been reading on the Shark website and trying to find exactly what all of these temperatures are. I don't know why, but for some reason the companies and a lot of other brands do, they're not super clear on all of their temperatures and exactly like what the low heat is, the medium heat, the high heat. But what I have read that when this straightening, smoothing attachment is on, the tool will not exceed 110 degrees Celsius, which is really good because that's a super safe low temperature to use on damp hair. So I'm really pleased about that. I'm going to just assume that even when the tool is on the hottest temperature, that is 110 degrees. And I do definitely believe it is because when the hair comes out of the tool, it's not too hot at all to touch, to be honest, and I will go as far to say as it definitely doesn't feel as hot as the GHD Duet style, that wet to dry straightening tool. But then again, I know that tool is hotter, that goes up to 120. So yeah, the hair definitely doesn't feel as hot. So I'm gonna knock it up onto the highest heat now. So I would say it takes 3 passes to go over. There definitely is still a bit of a kink there at the moment, but to be fair, I went in just on the medium heat to start with. Let me show you again on a second section. I went over that 3 times. The tool was on the highest heat, so that should be 110, but I can't even explain it to you. Like, it does not feel hot. Like, I don't feel worried at all using this tool on my damp hair. There's no steam, there's not loads of products kind of being evaporated off of my hair, so it's not sucking loads of moisture out. That hair is already cold. I am actually super impressed and pleased with that smoothing tool. And at the weekend, I did blow dry all of my hair just with that, and then I didn't feel the need to go in and use it then on the dry mode and use it as a straightener. I was just happy with that level of smoothness. So yeah, I'm super pleased with that result. I've literally just done a little bit more and taken like a chunk behind that. I mean, you can see how wavy my hair is on that side and all of those waves underneath, and just how straight that has gone from damp hair and just on 110 degrees Celsius. Like, I am so impressed, and like how shiny it is as well. Next attachment I'm going to show you is going to be this round brush head attachment. We still want to go up and use it in wet mode. I'm going to keep it on those settings that it put me at, so like the hottest heat and then the medium speed. So just wrapping it once round at the root, and then I'm going to hold that cool tip and then drag it down towards the end. I'm going to go in again from the top, so wrap it once round at the root, drag it down to the end, and then I'm going to wrap back up on this one, hold it there, and then again, the nice thing you can do here is turn off the tool, a bit like your air wrap. You can turn it off when you're then unraveling the hair. But look at that again compared to what my hair was like with its natural waves. Look how much it smoothed it out, the shine that that's given, just that beautiful, loose, bouncy blow dry kind of look. I'm going to do another section so you can see. And then I'm actually holding down this cold button here to knock it into the cool shot. So now there's quite cool air coming out. I'm so impressed with that. And finally, the last attachments that I want to show you, which I know you are going to love, are the curling wands. So let me have a look. So we've got left and right. So I'm going to pick the left one because this is the left hand side of my head. So the curl's going to go away from my face, but equally you could put the right one on and the curl just goes onto your face if you're styling that side, if that makes sense. And I'm not sure actually, I do need to look into this, but when you've put on your attachment, I don't know if the Shark can actually tell which attachment you've got on and then it puts it on the best settings. I don't know. It went on straight away at high heat, high speed for that one. So I'll keep it at that. And then similar to air wrap, you just want to make sure you're popping it kind of near the end so it sucks up the hair. And then just gradually push it closer to the root. And again, because of the cold shock, I'm just going to hold that down. I think you have to hold down the cold shock button. Then turn off, and let's see this curl. It's just so bouncy and voluminous. I'll show you again on another section. So So far we have the smoothing, straightening attachment. We have the round, bouncy, blow dry attachment. Then we have the curling wand attachments. And then beforehand, I showed you how you could use the hairdryer nozzle or the diffuser nozzle to actually then create some blow dry looks. But now what I want to do, just to make sure I've got maybe two different sides so I can show you two different end results, I'm gonna finish all of this side and do it smooth and sleek and straight. And then I can actually show you the tool in dry mode and show you what it does on dry hair. I'll finish all of them on the curling one side here because I think you guys are going to want to see the difference and just how sleek and straight that is, and then just how bouncy and kind of like curly this side is. That is my hair all fully dry. Yeah, look, I am just so impressed by how smooth and sleek and straight that is compared to what my hair is naturally like, and it feels amazing. It feels so sleek and smooth and looks so shiny. On this side, we're also all fully cool, and you can just see how curly and bouncy these ones are. Obviously, these were the blow dry ones, but what I do want to show you now, because I do want to look even on this side, I want to show you using the tool on dry hair. We're able to hear me now because now we don't need the fans on. I'm going to knock this up. Instead of going up to that one with the water droplet, we'll just go to that middle one, and that means that it is just dry hair only. It definitely does detect which head I've got on here because it's already now just detected for me here. Oh, the fans have come on. So I guess you can have the fans on. You can have the fans on if you still want them on dry mode, but it will just be a hotter temperature, I believe. But yeah, because I've already done all of that, I'm just gonna manually turn the fans off. And then our light now is actually green. Instead of it being, I think it was blue in the wet mode, it's now actually green. And then it automatically put my heat just on the two blobs. So we kind of medium heat. This is where the dry mode's good. Say today, I'd like blow dried all of this smooth and sleek and straight, then I sleep on it and it's just got a few kinks in it. Tomorrow I might just want to run over it on dry hair. Or say like there are a few like little kinks under here, and that's probably why I was just using it on the medium heat. I will just go through and glide over those now so we have no fans working. I will also say just make sure you're still using it that way up with the arrows up, I think. You're supposed to use it that way, and then just glide over the hair anywhere where you just feel like it needs an extra little finish. But yeah, I really don't think it needs that much. But yeah, that is it in dry mode. Then let me show you the curling wand in dry mode. So all of the attachments you can basically still use on dry hair, which I think is so great. So dry mode with the curling wand on. It does actually just put it up to full speed and full heat, but I'm guessing you still need all of the airflow to be able to actually suck up the hair and get it to still stick and attach, a bit like the air wrap really. So yeah, I'll just go in with still those same settings I think that it's suggesting, just so I can then curl these underneath pieces that I did with a round hot brush, just so then it matches all the rest. See how quick they were. That did feel quite hot, to be fair. Maybe I don't need it on like the full heat when I'm using it on dry hair. I don't know, but yeah, they were so quick to do. If you've been here for a while, you're probably gonna know what I'm doing next, and it's applying just a little touch of oil into my dry hair just to dress it out. So I just want to run my hands through just to break up these curls, but only gently because I do want to keep them nice and bouncy and curly. And then the little bit on my hand, left on my hands, I'll just run that through the ends there just to keep the side nice and hydrated, silky and soft. So we have got smooth, silky straight on this side from damp hair, and then on this side some lovely, gorgeous, shiny, bouncy curls. Again, all completely from damp, which still boggles my mind. I think a good few years ago when brands were talking about they really wanted to create tools from wet to curl, and I was like, how is that literally possible? And my reaction goes without saying, but I am pretty blown away by this tool. And when tools come out and they say they're 5-in-1, 4 4-in-1, they're 3-in-1, whatever. Like, I'm always skeptical and I'm like, can it do all of those things really well though? Or are you just saying that? And I think, yeah, hopefully I've shown and demonstrated in this video that the Shark FlexFusion, it really does do all of those things. I genuinely think out of all the tools out there on the market that are marketing themselves as doing more than one thing at once, this is the best one. Like, it literally does do 5 things in one, 5 styles in one. Personally, I think if you are looking for a tool which is super customizable, you just want one tool like in your beauty drawer, in your hair drawer that can do everything, this is the tool for you. I think you're gonna love it. I am really loving it. I think I am like a Shark convert now. I'm probably gonna use this for so many things, and even literally just using it as a hairdryer. I mean, just look how small and dinky that is and lightweight. I'm gonna link it down below, as well as everything else I have used on my hair today. Yeah, if you like this video or learned something new, I would really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, because I post hair tutorials and hairstyles weekly. And if you do, I'll be seeing you next week for lots more hair tutorials and hair care tips.